Well, let's cut straight to it then. It's Raw. This don't happen too often, so I got to take the time and do it right. I got the legendary, it's Pippin, Money Mike, Man Down, Code 10, Katt Williams on the line right now. How you doing, man?
I'm excellent, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Now, we know you got the big movie, Scary Movie 5, coming out this Friday, April 12th, in theaters everywhere. And you actually play a priest in it. Can you speak on that?
I can't really speak on that without giving away an important part of the movie. I'll just say I play a priest on the poster. That's what I'll say.
Okay, we can settle with that for now. But what was it like working with such an all-star cast? You got Snoop Dogg, Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, Bow Wow, and many more. And also, who cracked the most jokes on the set? And
was Mike Tyson, Terry Crews, I'm going to have to say me. Only because they had me sequestered when I was doing my set. So I was the funniest person around me at the time.
Well, it ain't no better way to put it than that. But what else you got playing on down the road?
Well, the whole thing is Scary Movie 5 is a great springboard. So they were already at the 800 million mark before this. So wow. We're looking for this to go number one. And then I can do a couple more movie projects, and then looking for a big Katt Williams summer.
All right. When is we going to get Katt Williams in the ATL?
Man, see, the ATL got so much love for me that brings out my greatest haters. You know, ATL is still like a paradise to me. It's the place I go and get away, you know? So I know for a fact that I will not do a tour without Atlanta early in the lineup, that's for sure. It's always best when I hit Atlanta comedic.
We gotta get Money Mike in the ATL.
Man, it is time for Pimp Chronicles 2 in a real way.
All right, moving on. So a lot of people want to know what's the deal with the new Friday, or is there going to be a new Friday coming out? Let us know.
Well, you know, let me be very clear and say that I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion in charge of whether there's a new Friday coming out. I would like to believe they can't do it without me, and I'm going to stick to that until I hear otherwise. But I will say that I have not now or ever been the holdup on this next Friday. When it comes across the board, you know, I'm jumping on that train anywhere you go.
Okay, so let's talk about you as a comedian. When did you first know you wanted to do comedy and make people laugh for a living? And where did it come from?
I was always a fan of comedy, but I didn't realize that was something you could actually do as a job. So, I thought that was just something like you did as a hobby. I didn't understand that it was a whole industry attached to it. And once I realized that you could actually have a platform where you could tell the truth for a living, I thought that was really my calling, because they always tell you that you should find what it is you enjoy doing and make that your job. So I was just glad to be in that position, and there were so many great comedians before me. I just wanted, in my short period of time, to be able to get mentioned with the greatest of the comics.
And that you are doing, man. So who were some of the legendary comedians you looked up to?
Well, you know, the whole thing is that comedy is so inclusive that, you know, there are all different types of comedians. So I was always fascinated in watching who the hottest comedians were, no matter what their race was. So I like the Jeff Foxworthys and the Larry the Cable Guys, as well as the Eddie Murphys and the Martin Lawrence and the Richard Pryors and your Dave Chappelles. I'm a fan of comedy overall. So every single comic that came before me was a new experience, all the way to Cedric the Entertainer.
All right, so what advice would you give to an up-and-coming comedian?
Comedically, you have to be as honest as you can with yourself and your comedy. Mm-hmm. So I don't hate on lesser comedians, because I am a lesser comedian at the end of the day. As a comedian, you're obligated to speak for your demographic and for the people who feel the way that you feel. So that makes comedy a very diverse community. And really, it's just about you being able to live up to what you present. And the easiest way to do that is to be 100% real. Nothing is easier than the truth. So So I would just give the advice to comedians that they understand how big a platform it is and make sure that, that the parallels are right.
Now, what's the one thing that keeps Katt Williams going, motivated, even though the media may try to portray you as a bad person, which we know you're not? What keeps you on your feet, man? Because you're inspiring a lot of people.
Well, you can't really do stuff so that you can be an inspiration. You're doing it when you're inspired. So now, I'm a big Jesus fan, so I've always thought it was crazy how he got treated. And I'm also a big black fan, and I've seen how black celebrities have been treated, especially those that are in my profession, because they know that we hold the ear of the people. So even when it's good, I soak it all up when it's good, and so I have to do the same when it's bad.
Okay, enough said. Last but not least, though,
when you backstage, before you got to step out in front of millions, thousands, billions, what is going through your head? And then when you hit the stage, what's that feeling like when you just look out there and see everybody ecstatic and excited to see you?
Getting ready to make them laugh till they can't laugh no more.
Well, it feels like, I guess everybody knows how love feels like when you feel a certain way about a person and they reciprocate the way you feel back to you. So every time I'm on the side of the stage before they say it, I'm expecting that to be me and one person, and I'm always overwhelmed that it's 10,000 loves out there, and it can get overwhelming, but it gives your life a different purpose. You know that you're representing people that are like you, and that's what you remember most of all when it gets to a low area. Is you remember that even if you're not strong enough to do it for you, you certainly got to be strong enough to do it for the people that's watching.
Well, all right, there it is. Scary Movie 5 comes out this Friday.
And we know it's going to #1 already. We're just going to predict that.
I think I'm going to go see it like maybe 20 times. That's right, I'm going to go see it 20.
Hey, I appreciate you 21 times.
All right.
Look it.